Okay, I might as well just jump into this. As far as, I don't know where my camera holder is. Surprise, huh? So anyways, we're going to use the old tire and the box. Now, I did a build video on this. There's your quick sneak peek. We'll start here in a second. But the video I had all ready to go, my massive talents with editing, I lost every bit. So I'm just going to kind of go backwards and show you what I got going on here. This, I wanted to make this a desert camo, but once I sprayed the tan on there, I liked it just the way it was. So I just gave it some brown and black accents, and I used wood in the back there, and that little box is to cover part of the transmission. My axles and springs are not here yet. That's another part that we're going to do. Okay, and just turn it on here. Now what I did is, if you can see it back in there, that's where the on-off switch is. Okay, so I left the wheel on there just so, see if it turns. Alright. You can see the front one is not turning because I don't have a drive shaft in there yet. Here's a little peek at the back. Much else to look at is her on the outside. I'll show you some more details. I left the grill off. I thought they looked kind of nice that way. It's up to Brian. He'll be in the box if he wants to put them back on. And I threw on some little accent lights and a little red to make it look like the military inside. And you can see it's detailed up some in there. Now that checkered plate you see in there with the fire extinguisher, that makes it any better. But I had to cut the back of the panel out to fit the battery in there. You can see I have a 3S battery in there, and the plugs for the lights and the battery, I put them up on top so you don't have to wrestle with them. And that little black screw right there, all we have to do is take that out and the front will flip up. Okay, I hope this doesn't shake too much. And that comes off. You have to pull the wires down from up above there. Alright, we'll start off on this side. Right there is your hobby wing. Waterproof, the 1060. Spectrum receiver, also waterproof. The whole thing's waterproof. I left the wires long, so if he wants to mess with it or change things around, he certainly can. Or he can send it back. I don't care. On this side, we have an 80 turn RC 4-wheel drive motor, and with this much torque, because you can see I have 2 pinion gears actually running this, and it will have plenty of torque, and it's pretty quick. wires all stuck underneath there nice and tight. Fitting all this stuff under that cab was quite the process. And if you see there, you can see a screw right down in the motor. How about that? Okay, we'll make that 2 screws. So what goes on here in the bottom is, you can see the transfer case there. That's all part of the transmission. This is a Yeti Junior, I think our 18th scale, but that's what this transmission is. This is the bottom of it. I just turned it on its side, and that made that transfer case sitting just perfect down underneath there. And these drive shafts, if you're careful, you can drill them out and they'll fit right on that axial pin coming out of there. So the back 2 are just great, but they're going to be metal. The front one might end up being a little too long. The back one was long. Now the front one is long. Hopefully they'll fit. If not, I'll make one. Okay, this bumper is from a Land Cruiser. I think it's a 12th scale. And you can see I ran the wires. They fit right in between the pillars holding the bed on. So that worked out. Everything's working out real good. I just need to get my metal axles, metal drive shafts, and my leaf springs. And that's going to be it for this. Now there's going to be another surprise that I'm not going to show you. That one's going to be for Brian, and you can see it when he does.